हमारी बेटियां पूरी दुनिया में नाम रोशन कर रही हैं। उसी कड़ी को लेके आज हमारे स्टूडियो में श्राव्या है, जो केमिकल इंजीनियर बन रही हैं और ब्यूटी कॉन्टेस्ट में पार्टिसिपेट किया, नॉर्थ अल्बर्टा की मिस बन चुकी हैं और मिस वर्ल्ड कनाडा में पार्टिसिपेट करने जा रही हैं। इसके साथ साथ अपना बिजनेस करती हैं ऑर्गेनिक लिपस्टिक का, और जो पैसे आते हैं उससे चैरिटी कर रही हैं। क्या बात है, हमारे बच्चों में ऐसी लगन बहुत रेयर देखने को मिलती है। तो आइए आज श्राव्या से पूछते हैं कि वो ये सब कैसे पॉसिबल हुआ। श्राव्या, वेलकम टू द शो।
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I am so delighted to see you as a girl, promising girl. You are into competition, beauty competition. You want to be chemical engineer. You are an entrepreneur as well. How come you are doing all these things?
Well, I guess it's because of my parents. They have always been so inspirational and they have sacrificed so much in their life just so I have this life, just so I have all these opportunities. And that's the reason I'm doing all of this.
Shravya, I'm so glad to have you in my studio, but I'm not delighted as well because you are not a Hindi speaking girl.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
So, how you come to know that you should be into beauty contest?
It was actually quite a surprise. It is not something that I do. I am an engineer. It's a completely different field for me. It was actually my sister who asked me if I was interested to participate in Miss World Canada.
And when you participate in World Canada contest, and if you are selected as a Miss World Canada, so what career you will opt?
Oh, that's actually quite a hard choice. I mean, if I'm presented with the wonderful opportunity of being Miss World Canada, I'd probably have to take a break from engineering, take a gap year, and pursue that for a while, and then see where it goes from there.
So how would you churn money and make your living after being Miss World Canada?
Well, I think for me, it's more than just about the money. I think Miss World Canada will open up so many doors for me, especially in terms of networking and meeting with people and giving back to my community. And all of this in return will help me further my career as a chemical engineer or as an entrepreneur, as a politician, or whatever I could be in the future.
And I also feel that teens like you, they have a lot of peer pressure while in college or universities. A lot of intoxication is taking place. Our youth is attracted to drug and they are pressurized by their peers. So how you could avoid such situation?
I think it comes a lot down to who you are as a person. I think if you have a lot of willpower and if you're really focused and determined on your goals and your ambitions, I don't think there should be any problems.
But do you feel that while you are in university, you have some class fellows or some people, batchmates, who are indulged into drug and alcohol?
I think I've been very lucky and so fortunate to be at U of A. So far, I haven't encountered any such people. Most of my friends, actually all of my friends, are very focused on their careers and their ambitions. So I'm yet to meet someone like that.
So what kind of group you come across while you are in university? Are they career conscious or are they beauty conscious?
It's actually like a mix of both. I know some of my very close friends, they're very into beauty, and they love makeup and everything, but at the same time, they're also very smart. And I mean like 4.0 GPA smart. It's a little bit of both. I think that's a great thing about being an engineer at U of A. You have like a mix of everything.
So what brought you to lipstick business?
Well, it was actually my partner. He went shopping with his mom and sister, and he realized that there's a lot of chemicals being produced and being put into these lipsticks. So he asked me, he's like, Shravya, you love art. You like making things at home. Do you want to maybe try making an organic lipstick? So I was like, yeah, why not? Sounds cool to me. And what started off as a hobby became a business.
So this lipstick, which countries are you supplying?
As of now, it's only in Canada. We do have a website. We do shipments over to other countries, but as of now, we're very focused on Canada.
So when you make a little money, on what kind of charity are you pumping in money?
So right now, the first initiative that we took place on April, that was like a personal connection, a personal story. As some of you may know, so the village that I am from, that my parents came from, there's a small government school there where kids were severely anemic. And when my grandparents told me about it, I thought, why not invest in our village first? So, a charity always starts at home. So, yeah.
You also talk about women empowerment. What do you mean by that?
By women empowerment, I mean giving equal opportunities to have a safe and successful future to every single child, every single young girl across the world, just the way that I have, just all the opportunities that I have. I want to be able to give that to all the girls in the world.
But in country like Canada, women are overpowered, and they indulge into domestic violence against their husbands.
To be honest with you, I have not heard such stories, but I'm really sad to hear that. I think Canada is a great place where women have endless opportunities to build ourselves a successful future, not just for ourselves, but also our families, our children, and everyone around us. And it saddens me to hear that women abuse such power, but again, I'm yet to hear a story like that.
And you would agree with me that dating is very prevalent and it is a necessity for society in country like Canada for settling marriages. Are you dating somebody?
No, I'm as single as you can be. I'm married to myself. That's not something I'm interested in as of now. I just don't have time, to be honest.
So what are your marriage plans?
Marriage plans? Oh my God, I'm 21. I don't have any marriage plans. No, nothing yet so far.
And if you go for a marriage down the line after being so successful businesswomen and Miss World Canada, so what kind of husband would you prefer?
Well, in the hopes that I do win Miss World Canada and do become a successful entrepreneur, I don't think that'll change anything. I always wanted someone who's like my dad, or someone who will take care of me, someone who will respect me as a person and who will respect my career, my ambitions, and that's what I always look for.
And I also find youth of present days, they have so many challenges at home and so much depression, helping not them in their career. Why people are so depressed of your age in colleges and universities?
I think it's because of the competition that we have. I think that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Everyone's one step ahead. You see, like when you open the newspaper, you see a 10-year-old kid winning the Google Science Fair. It's just so competitive, and we have a lot of pressure from our parents too, and from our society. So I think that's the reason why we're always like pushing each other and being really hard on ourselves. I think that's where the depression comes from.
And girls of your age, you are entering Canada on student visa. They face so many challenges and they also go haywire. Do you have such example, or do you have any piece of advice for those students?
I don't have any examples, and I'm glad that I don't. One advice would be that trust yourself, be confident, and honestly, if you have a dream, work as hard as you can, 24/7, every second, every minute of your life, and make sure that it comes true.
And if you become chemical engineer and at the same time you see selected as a Miss World Canada, which career would you choose?
Oh, that's really hard. That's the thing. I don't see chemical engineering and Miss World Canada as two different realms. I feel like if I were to be crowned as Miss World Canada, it will help me greatly as a chemical engineer. It'll help me build good network. It'll give me good validity in the society. So if anything, I think both go hand in hand.
Today our youth of Canada, they are watching you on a Harmony TV. So what kind of message you have for them?
Oh, I guess that to follow your dreams and work hard and just respect yourself and have a lot of self-confidence and just do your best and do it with a big smile and make sure that you're involved in your community and give back everything that God has so graciously given back to you.
Thanks, Sravya.
No, thank you for having me.